Hello children, let me welcome you to the virtual class of the Brihan Mumbai Mahanagar Palika. My name is Shraddha teacher. Children, we are in the middle of this COVID-19 pandemic and because of that we are not able to go to school, but that doesn't mean we are going to stop learning. So we are going to do many lessons which are very interesting from your textbook through the virtual class here. So let us do a lesson in English today. So as discussed earlier children, let us start with the lesson that we started off with in standard 8th English, and the name of the lesson was, yes, it was lesson number 4.4, Ramanujan. Now this is the third time I'm meeting you with a video on this particular lesson. When we did part 1, we saw the contents of the lesson. We talked about the life story of Ramanujan. When we did part 2, we talked about types of sentences and also words which were nouns as well as verbs. Now we have part 3 for you here, where we are going to discuss a very important concept in English grammar. So I will not be redoing the story for you again. We will directly go and see what part of grammar we are going to learn today. When we started off with the lesson children, I remember telling you that this lesson is going to be a long one. Why? Because there are a lot of grammar points in it. So let us take a look quickly at what we have done till now. So we saw the story of Ramanujan in the first part. Then we discussed about words which could act as nouns as well as verbs. You remember we talked about words like watch, form, etc. After that, in the previous video, we did types of sentences in great detail, where we started off by studying what is the meaning of a sentence, okay, and what all qualities a sentence should have in order to qualify as a sentence. That is, it is a group of words which should have complete meaning, and there should be a subject and there should be a predicate. So all these things we talked about last time. Now I told you in this particular lesson we are going to talk about a new grammar point, and that is we are going to talk about voice. So when we talk about voice, it means we will learn about the meaning of active and passive voice. Okay, so after doing all that we have done till now we will pick up the last point which is remaining in this lesson, and this will be the final video that I will put up for this particular lesson. So let us start by understanding what voice is. So a sentence, when you write, okay, voice of a sentence means the part of the sentence or the form of the verb in the sentence. So sometimes in a sentence we have subject and predicate, and we give more weightage to the subject. Sometimes we give more weightage to the predicate. So depending on this kind of weightage that we have given in a sentence, the voice in a particular sentence will change. Alright, I will explain what the meaning of voice is in great detail to you. We will see what the meaning of active voice is, what the meaning of passive voice is, and we also have exercises here in the lesson where we have to change the voice. That is, a particular sentence will be given in a particular voice. We have to change it to the other one. So basically, this whole exercise of voice is connected to a sentence. Alright, let us start off by understanding this basic thing, that when we talk about voice, that means we are talking about something to do with a sentence. And when we are going to change the voice, that is when we are going to change from active to passive and passive to active, we are going to talk about some modification that we are going to do to a sentence. Okay, so with clarity on that point, let us move ahead and let us see what are the parts of a sentence now. We already know what the meaning of a sentence is. We have talked about in great detail in the previous video, so you can just go back to that video and try and understand what the meaning of a sentence is. Anyways, the meaning of a sentence we have been learning from a very young class, so we all know what a meaning of a sentence is. Let us now concentrate on parts of a sentence and let us see which part of a sentence is affected when we change its voice. Okay, so we will take one thing at a time and we will go step by step. So parts of a sentence, let us see by looking at an example. So see, this is the example sentence which I've picked up for you. The old tired man, was sitting. Okay, so this is one simple sentence in front of you. Let us try and understand which all words come under which all parts of speech in a particular sentence. So how is a sentence divided into various parts? So you have the here in this particular sentence, which is the article. Okay, the old tired. So these are two words and both of them are adjectives. Okay, then we have man, which is a noun, and then we have was sitting, which becomes the verb in the sentence. So see, the old tired man is the subject of the sentence. Okay, was sitting is the predicate of the sentence. We have seen what the meaning of subject and predicate is in the previous video. So I will not repeat it, because if I keep repeating it, then we will not be able to move ahead. Let us take one more example so that we understand what are the parts in a sentence. So she ate a hot dog. Now this sentence can be a little confusing. It is not as easy as you think it is. So she here is the pronoun. Now in this particular, you can say sentence, she is the pronoun. Ate. So what is ate? Ate is the verb. What about a? So a is the article. Now there, the was the article, it is the definite article. A is the article, it is the indefinite article. In English language, you have definite article and indefinite articles. Definite means this particular one, the book, the pen. I want the book means I want that particular book only. Whereas a and an are indefinite articles. So when I say I want an apple, that means I could want any apple. You can pick up any apple from the basket and give it to me. When I say I want the apple, means I want that particular apple only. Alright? So you have article a over here, or a as you call it, and article the in the previous sentence. Now we come to hot dog. Now remember children, here hot dog is one thing. It is not hot separate and dog separate. So here hot will not work as the adjective. So here hot dog, we will take it as the noun, because it is a dish like vada pav that people eat. Okay, so these are two sentences and these are all the parts of a sentence. So in a sentence, you could have an article, you could have adjective, you could have noun, you could have a pronoun, you could have you could have a verb. Okay, now when we talk about modifying a sentence to change it from active to passive or passive to active, let us see which part of the sentence we will touch. So the voice of a sentence, it depends on the form of the verb in a sentence. So let us try and understand that when the form of the verb changes, that is the time that the sentence changes from active to passive or passive to active. This is one criteria. So the voice of a sentence depends on the form of the verb in the sentence. Form of the verb means that you could say tense. Okay, you could say the way it is written. Let us move on and learn something more about voice. So when you say voice, how will you understand what voice means? So along with nouns, verbs are the main part of a sentence or a phrase telling a story about what is taking place. So now you just saw in the previous picture that in every sentence, see, I might leave out, let us come back here. See, I might leave out the article the, I might forget to say the adjective. But what is important in a sentence? The noun and the verb is important to convey the meaning of any sentence. Alright, so like we said here, along with the nouns, the verbs are the main part of a sentence or a phrase, which tells you the story about what is taking place there in that particular sentence. Let us look at one more point to understand meaning of voice. Now, what are verbs? Verbs are the action words in a sentence that describe what the subject is doing. So, subject. Now, what could be the subject in a sentence? The subject could be the name of a person, that is a proper noun, or the subject could be a pronoun. Okay? So, what are verbs? Verbs are the action words in a sentence that describe what the subject is doing. Now, this third meaning, or the third, you can say, definition, I have picked up directly from your textbook. So, you can open your textbook. You will be able to see this particular definition of voice given in your textbook. So, the form of a verb shows whether the doer of the action is in the subject or the subject has an action done to it. These are the exact words which are there in your textbook. I will explain it to you in detail. So, in active voice, the subject is important. And in passive voice, the action is important. Alright, once again let us read this. The form of a verb shows whether the doer of an action is in the subject. So, the subject is the important part of the sentence. So, if the doer of the action is in the subject, that means it is in the active voice. So, the subject is important, that means. Or the subject has an action done to it. So, here the subject is not important, but the action which is being done is important. To further clarify this point, let us see the two types of voices now. Types of voice. So, you have active voice and you have passive voice. Okay, active voice means the focus is on the subject of the sentence. So, the sentence has got a subject and the sentence has got a predicate. Now, the verb is part of the predicate. So, when the sentence is in an active voice, then the subject is important. Focus is on the subject of the sentence. Whereas, if the sentence is in passive voice, then the focus is on the verb or the action of the sentence. So, what is important is not the subject, but what is important or what the focus is on the verb or the action of the sentence. So, I hope this image has made the idea of active and passive voice a little bit more simpler or easy to understand. Come on, let us simplify it further. Let me make it more easy for you to understand using this particular image. So, active and passive voice means voice only, but here active is what the subject does. So, subject is important. We are talking about the subject, whereas in passive voice the focus is on the action. Who is doing the subject, who is doing the action is not important in passive voice. The action is being done is important. Let us take an example for each of these. So, active voice, you will say Ram killed Ravan. So, here the focus is on Ram, which is the subject of this sentence. So, this answers the question who. Ram killed Ravan. Okay. Whereas, if you put the same sentence in passive voice, you will say Ravan was killed by Ram. So, here the focus is on the action of killing. Who did the killing? So, Ravan was killed by Ram. So, even if you don't write by Ram over here, Ravan was killed is enough. Okay, by Ram you can add, of course, to complete the meaning of the sentence. So if you don't write by Ram also, the sentence in the passive voice will be correct. Why? Because the focus is on the action, killed. Okay, so this is the meaning of active and passive voice. And this is how active voice differs from the passive voice. In the active voice, subject is important. In the passive voice, the action or the verb is important. So we can now easily say that active voice is about the person and passive voice is about the action. Look at this example here. The thief stole the jewels is active voice. The jewels were stolen by the thief is passive voice. One thing which I want you to concentrate on now is and pay attention to is the meaning of the sentence will not change by even 1% when you're changing the sentence from active to passive. Remember this, most important. Okay, so the thief stole the jewels. You can see the thief, he has stolen the jewels and he's running away. Look at the next one. The jewels were stolen by the thief. So the thief is only doing the work of stealing here. Okay, you cannot say the jewels stole the thief. Wrong. The jewels were stolen by the thief. The subject becomes the object and the object becomes the subject. Alright children, so this is one example where active and passive voices are written, but I want to highlight that meaning of the sentence will never change when you're changing the sentence from active to passive. Let us take up one more example. See, the active form we say the professor teaches the students. Who's doing the work of teaching here? The professor. So we are focusing on the professor who is teaching the students. Passive form. The students are taught by the professor. So what is important here? The action of teaching is important. Now once again let us pay attention to the first example. The thief stole the jewels. Complete meaning. The jewels were stolen. Again meaning is complete. You can write by the thief. Even if you don't write by the thief, it is okay. Come to the next example. The professor teaches the students. See, in the passive form, the students are taught by the professor. You can add to complete the meaning. Okay, to give it further meaning, you can simply write the students are taught. Naturally, by whom? By their teacher or by their professor. Okay, so these are two examples which I have shown you in order to make you understand that when you change a sentence from the active voice to the passive voice, the meaning of the sentence doesn't change at all. The meaning remains the same. Let us go on and let us look at some examples here now. Active voice and passive voice. So in the active voice, you will write who wrote it. In passive, it will become by whom was it written. Okay. Now, like I told you before, grammar is something which you have to read again and again, and you have to concentrate also to understand. So you can always pause the video and go back to the examples and read them again. Let us take a few more examples here. So, when will you write it? This is the active voice. When will it be written by you? Okay, passive voice. And I will ask you to observe a common thing in the passive voice in all the sentences. Okay, observe it, then I will tell it to you later. Next, why should you suspect me? Passive. Why should I be suspected by you? Next example. Where was she making it? passive? Where was it being made by her? Next, where does he keep his pens? Where are his pens kept by him? Okay, so look at all these sentences. You will see that in the passive voice, the word by whom, by you, by her, by him comes up in the passive voice. Okay, so this is one more way in which you can identify whether a sentence is in active or passive. Alright, let us move on now and let us see how a voice changes and what all things happen when you are changing the voice of a sentence. So while changing the voice of a sentence, changes happen in, the first thing the changes happen in is the subject and the object. So the subject becomes the object and the object becomes the subject. Then changes can happen in action and the verb or the verb. Okay, see, so what can happen to the subject and the object? The pronoun which is used could change. Alright, when I show you examples, you will understand better. The pronouns which you are using can change. And in action, what can happen is tense of the verb can change. Okay, so when you are changing the voice in a sentence, you have to pay attention to all these things. That the subject and the object will be interchanged, so the pronoun which is used will be changed. Why? The noun will not change. Proper noun, if it is a proper noun, it may not change. But if it is a pronoun, then you will have to make some changes. And also the tense of the verb will also change. Okay? Let us look at a few examples. So look at the first one. See, the subject is I. When the subject is I, object will become me in the passive. So the subject, when it becomes the object, it will become me. Or you can say the other way around also. In a passive voice sentence, if it is me, then it will become I in the active voice. Okay, let us take this example, you will understand better. I ate this apple. Active voice, I. The subject is I. Okay, when it goes into the passive voice, see, the subject will become the object. And what will it be? This apple was eaten by me. Can you see how it has changed? Even the ate has changed to was eaten. So that is how the form of the verb also changes. So I can become me or me can become I, depending on the kind of sentence we are writing. Let us take one more example. We might become us. Let's take some example sentences here. So, we changed the cover. We is the subject here. We changed the cover. When it becomes an object, it will be the cover was changed by us. Alright? So, see, we became us. So, suppose the sentence which is given to you is, we changed the cover. They are asking you to make it passive. You will write, the cover was changed by us. And suppose the question is, the cover was changed by us. Make it active. So you will write, we changed the cover. Similarly, see, you will remain you only. He will become him. She will become her. It will stay it only, and they will become them. So this is how the subject and object can change. Okay, the word can change. The pronouns which are used as subject and object can change. Let us talk now about the proper nouns. If they are proper nouns, of course they will not change. Okay, let us take an example. See, if it is Jaya ate this apple, so the sentence will change as, this apple was eaten by Jaya. So see, Jaya is not changing. It is not becoming him or her. Alright. So This is about how the subject and object can change when you are changing the sentence from one voice to another. Let us come to this part now where the tense changes. Now I will explain this to you, but you have to again, you can say towards the end of this page you have to halt the video and read it once again. So suppose a sentence is in the present simple. In active voice it will be I make a cake. In passive it will become a cake is made. By me is not important. If you don't write it also, it is right. Okay, let us take the other tenses also. So if it is in the present continuous tense, in active a sentence will be I'm making a cake. In passive it will be a cake is being made by me. So see, the by me is not written there, but the sentence is still right. The next tense, let us take past simple. So I made a cake. A cake was made by me. Past continuous, I was making a cake. A cake was being made by me. I am not going to repeat it here now. Okay. Then you have present perfect. I have made a cake. A cake has been made by me. Past perfect. I had made a cake. A cake had been made. Future tense, simple future. I will make a cake. A cake will be made by me, of course, goes without saying. Future, you can say continuous. I am going to make a cake. A cake is going to be made by me. And when you use modals, must, have, should, etc., I must make a cake. A cake must be made. So you see, this is how the verbs can change. The form of the verb, the tense of the verb can change. Alright? So this is how you will make changes when you are writing a sentence from the active voice to the passive voice or vice versa. Let us now take the example which is there in the textbook as the last part of this lesson. So we have two exercises here. Under the first one, you have to underline the verbs and you have to state whether the sentences are in active voice or passive voice. In the next exercise, you will have to actually change the sentence from the active to the passive. So let us see here. We have underlined the first sentence for you. England gave Ramanujan great honors. So England gave. Okay. So it is gave, which is the verb. Look at the next one. A large untidy envelope was decorated with Indian stamps. So decorated here is the verb. In the third sentence, the timetable was not altered. So here altered means changed. So altered is the verb. She saw her son in a big hall. So saw is the verb. Hardy corrected his statement. Corrected is the verb. Ramanujan was brought to England. Brought is the verb here. Now let us see whether these sentences are in the active voice or the passive voice. So the first one, England gave Ramanujan great honors. This sentence is in the active voice because England is the subject here and the focus is on the subject. Look at the next one. A large untidy envelope was decorated with Indian stamps. This is in the passive voice. Okay, because you can always add by over here. See, a large untidy envelope was decorated with Indian stamps by her, by him. Alright, so remember this clue. So this is in the passive voice. The timetable was not altered. So you can always add by him, by her. Okay, so that means this is passive voice again. She saw her son in a big hall. So now can you add by here? Try it. She saw her son in a big hall by her, by him. No, it doesn't work here. So it is the active voice. Hardy corrected his statement. Active voice. Ramanujan was brought to England by someone. You can add, na? So this is passive voice. Alright. So in this exercise we have just identified the verbs and we have identified whether the sentence is an active or passive voice. That is extremely important, children. If you want to change the voice, you should know the original voice of the sentence. Okay, only then you will be able to change it properly. Let us move on now and come to the exercise where we will change the voice in the following sentences. We will first identify the voice and then we will change it. This is the first sentence. Hardy taught Ramanujan. This is in the active voice. Now what I want you to do is, I want you to pause this video here. I've told you enough information about voice. So I want you to pause the video here and I want you to try and change this on your own. Okay? If possible, you could do it. Otherwise, you can come back and check with my answer and see whether what you have done is right or not. I'm sure after watching this video carefully and trying to understand what I'm telling you, you will be able to do it yourself. So, Hardy taught Ramanujan is the active voice. Let us change it into passive. So, it will become Ramanujan was taught by Hardy. Okay? Let's take the next example. He knew nothing of modern rigor. Active voice. How will you change it? Nothing of the modern rigor was known to him. Example number C or 3. Sheets of paper were found in it by Hardy. Now this is passive voice. By Hardy. So it is passive voice. So let us change it into active. Hardy found sheets of paper in it. Let us go to the last examples. So Hardy was bored by that manuscript. It is in the passive voice. Alright. How will you make it active? The manuscripts bored Hardy. The next example. Trinity supported unorthodox talent. Active voice. How will you make it passive? Unorthodox talent was supported by Trinity. And let's come to the last example over here. He could not break the ban. Active voice. So yes, what will be the passive? The ban could not be broken by him. Alright, children. So this was about how you understand what active and passive voice is, how you identify it and how you change it. So now in this part of the video, I have taught you right from how to identify the verb in a sentence, okay, and what are the various criteria for changing the voice. That is, the pronoun could change and the subject will become the object will become the subject, and how the form or the tense will change of the verb. Okay, and then we also try to identify the verb and the voice of a sentence, and then we changed the active voice sentence into a passive voice sentence and vice versa. So this was about voice and how to change voice of a sentence in English language. So children, in this particular lesson, we have done it in 3 videos. That is, it has taken us 3 videos to complete this particular lesson number 4.4, that is Ramanujan, where there was a lot of grammar to learn. So hope you have understood. and hope you have understood about the life of Ramanujan and all the grammar that we have done so far. So that is all in this lesson, children. Thank you so much. So children, wasn't that a very interesting lesson? I'm sure you learnt a lot of new things in this lesson. If you have liked this video, please hit the like button and also subscribe to my video so that you will get to see all the videos which I keep posting regularly.